Hey, what time is it? Good afternoon, everybody. This is Coach Bill with Weight Loss Made Easy Solution. Hope everybody's having a great Monday today. Um, I guess it looked like we are still involved in this quarantine. They're lightening up a little bit. It seems like each city is determining what they can do and what they can't do. Here in Riverside County, we we were told that we didn't have to wear a face mask anymore or do the distancing, but the retail stores, all the stores or whoever are open, if they have a sign on there saying that you need a mask, we have to wear a mask in there. So it is lightening up a little bit, but I don't see, it doesn't look good for a while. But today, guys, I wanted to get on here, and the reason why I'm doing this is because nobody else is. So a lot of the public out there have no idea what's going on as far as in the health industry and as far as what's going on with this coronavirus and how to help to possibly not get it, and if you do get it, to keep it to a minimum. So you'll be the survival rate of somebody getting it is pretty high. So it's just an idea that they're talking a lot about the immune system itself, and that how important a strong immune system is. But those of you out there that are kind of keeping up on this coronavirus by watching the news, you know that there's a lot of underlying issues that are causing people to get very sick because when they do get it and possibly die. And in the last, in the last week, they're kind of naming the different underlying medical issues that are causing the worst as far as when somebody gets it. And now they're saying that obesity is one of the top medical issues causing people to die when they do get the coronavirus. And they're still saying that people that are type 2 diabetes or borderline type 2 diabetes are those that got some kind of an autoimmune disease or a cardiovascular disease or heart disease. They're more susceptible to the issues, not just because they're saying the seniors should probably stay in, especially if they have underlying issues. Well, most seniors are on major medication, and most seniors have some kind of underlying issue, and that's why most of the people that are dying, it looks like, are older, but most of them do have some kind of an underlying issue. So that's because they have what? They have a depressed immune system. That's why they have an underlying issue because of the environmental toxins, because of all the water out there that's contaminated, because of the medication people are taking, because of the processed foods, and on and on and on. That's why most people do have a depressed immune system, and that's why people have type 2 diabetes or or obese or even a fatty liver. Now, a lot of health professionals aren't talking much about fatty livers when they should be, because a lot of the American public have it and they don't even know they have it. And that's basically a fatty liver is a precursor to pre-diabetes or type 2 diabetes. As it goes down the line, the longer you have it, the worse it gets. And so a fatty liver is very, very serious in the long term, and it's a very simple procedure to determine if you have a fatty liver. But what I'm trying to get to here is those of you that have been following the news and listening to what they're saying about the coronavirus and underlying medical issues and how it's affecting these people. I don't know if you guys have really been listening close, but I've done a video in the past that you guys know that all health professionals, I'm not a doctor. I don't proceed to be a doctor. I don't want to be a doctor. that I don't want to be controlled by the AMA, but I am. My wife and I got 40 plus years of being in the health profession. So we have a lot of experience under our belts, and we do a lot of research. Those of you that follow me on my Weight Loss Made Easy Solution Facebook page or my YouTube channel, you know that I always back what I say up with science. And you've heard on these on the news station or the media how they're following science to see how to reopen. So that's just basically what we're doing. We're following science also to back up what we're saying. But I don't know if you guys have been hearing this, but I've told you in the past, all health professionals, all doctors know for a fact that inflammation is the root cause of all diseases. All diseases. And which means that because of inflammation, your immune system and your gut is going to be depressed. See, 80% of your immune system is in your gut. So if you have a very unhealthy gut, which most Americans do because of their lifestyle and what they eat, then you're going to have a depressed immune system. And over time, that's going to create such massive inflammation at the cellular level and throughout the whole body, it's going to cause some kind of major medical issue, like what these people that are dying of because they have an underlying medical issue and they're dying because of the coronavirus, because how it affects the body, and they're already depressed. Their immune system is already depressed, so their immune system just cannot keep up with it. So why do some people who have antibodies and very small, very light symptoms get the coronavirus and don't have the same effect? Because they have a stronger immune system. That's the bottom line. And so one of the components, or one of the things that will actually help, and I've talked about this many, many times, the Asian community, the European community, they all know this because they've been doing this for decades. And it's only, this information that I'm going to be talking to you about actually started here in the United States in 2007, but the American public still let their wallet get in the way of their health. And so what happens because of this is, in my opinion, like I said, I'm not a doctor. I would say that Emily and I are good researchers. But from what I'm seeing, is that because people lack, and I'm just going to say it, is that chronic dehydration is the root cause of inflammation. Okay, now think about that. I'm saying it again, and I don't know why more health professionals do not talk about this, but they don't. Chronic dehydration is the root cause to inflammation, and most of the American public, and I've been talking about or questioning some of my, when somebody comes and wants to know more about my program that I offer, one of my questions always is how much water do you drink a day? Most of the American public do not drink near enough. They think by drinking coffee, which I'm drinking now, or having juice, orange juice, or some kind of a sugary juice, is the same as drinking water, and it's absolutely not. See, guys, because of how bad the environmental toxins are that we're living with. See, you're never going to get away from the environmental toxins. It's just not going to happen. It's in the air you breathe, and those of you that aren't drinking the right water, it's in the water you're drinking, and if you're eating a lot of processed foods or high carb processed foods or sugary foods. Sugar is one of the main root causes to inflammation as well. So think about this. If you're drinking if you're dehydrated, which is causing inflammation, and on top of that, you're eating processed foods, a lot of high-carb, refined sugar foods, which is causing inflammation on top of that, your immune system doesn't have a chance. And that's why We are one of the sickest countries in the world, and we're one of the top countries that are the most obese. And what did I say just a little while ago? A fatty liver is an issue here in the United States because so many people are overweight. See, that's what's causing a fatty liver, is the type of foods you're eating. A hormone that is, you have a hormone in your body that's imbalanced, that's designed to put on fat. You've lost control of that hormone, and now you become insulin resistant. And then when that happens over time, then you become pre-diabetic. And when that happens over time, then you become what? You become a full-blown diabetic. You see? And so inflammation is the root cause of all diseases, and that's what I'm trying to get at. But you're not going to get away from it because it's in the environment. The free radicals that you're breathing in because of right now, not too many planes are flying, so we're not breathing in the toxic chemicals that are dropping down into the, where we're breathing from, but you're still eating foods that are toxic, and you're still drinking water that has microplastics in it that science have already proved. The media has been telling us this. You've got hundreds and hundreds of different toxic chemicals that are in your bottled water that you think you're drinking is healthy, and that's including your so-called healthy alkaline water you're buying at those health food stores is crap. All you're doing is you're drinking water that's slowly poisoning you and your family and causing your gut to be depressed and your immune system to be depressed and causing your body to be very acidic, which means you're massive inflammation. And this is why I'm getting on here today, because they're talking now, I guess, from what I remember, in New York, there's 85 kids that have gotten some kind of a virus that's causing the body to be inflamed, and 5 kids have already died from this. And they're relating it to the coronavirus. Now, this has just started up, so that's why I wanted to get on here real quick to let you guys know that inflammation plays a huge part of this. Now, there is some good news. You can reverse inflammation, but there's protocols you're going to have to follow. Okay, and for me, if I was looking at this and if I was investigating this, I'd want to find out if the fastest and easiest way to flush out the inflammation until I understood how I could change my lifestyle or change the types of foods that are causing inflammation, and then find out that time eating is one of the big players in flushing out inflammation. And you guys that follow me know that Emily and I educate people about primal eating, which you guys know is a ketogenic diet. And we also are specializing in teaching people how to do intermittent fasting and prolonged fasting, which is known by science. And you guys have seen my posts and you've seen my science that I've posted, that it's a natural way for the body to flush out inflammation. And so if you're doing things that are designed naturally to flush out inflammation, and you're eating the right foods that are helping your body to naturally flush out inflammation, then you're way ahead of the game, okay? And so you're protecting your body, you're building up the immune system, you're boosting it up with antioxidants, and that's the key, that the antioxidants is going to help your gut and it's going to help your immune system to boost it up to fight these viruses and diseases. Okay, and that's all known by science. I mean, that's a no-brainer. But the problem is, guys, and I've posted this, I've talked about this so many times. Most of you guys are causing issues because of the type of water you're drinking. Now, like I said, the Asian countries seem to get it. The European countries seem to get it. There's still countries in the world where people are going and getting this hydrogen. It's called hydrogen-rich water. And that's got a therapeutic properties to it. I mean, you just go on YouTube and put on Lord France magic water, and today people are standing in line with buckets and gallons of water to get this magical water that's therapeutic to the body. They're doing it today. Lord France, they did research for decades on the people at Lord France who's drinking this water that's known as hydrogen-rich water to find out, well, why don't they get sick? Why don't they get cancer? I mean, it's been out there for decades, but nobody is telling people. And when I do tell people about it, they just look at me like I'm nuts, okay? But the Japanese have figured out how to do this and put a device, which is called a ionized electrolysis device, into people's homes that produce hydrogen-rich water. Not only does it produce hydrogen-rich water, it also produces hypochlorous acid. You go to the EPA website, you put in hypochlorous acid, and it's going to tell you that this acid will kill coronavirus. But it's safe for the human consumption. You can take hypochlorous acid that this device makes and spray it in your eyes and in your mouth, and it's just water, but the properties, that's the key. It has properties that will kill the virus and many viruses and diseases besides the coronavirus. That's on the EPA shop. This is not, it's not me telling you. You go to the EPA, you can check it yourself. Hypochlorous acid. See, so these devices were designed in Japan over 40 years. Actually, the device was designed many years prior to that. But Japan figured it out, and they've been doing it. They've been using this device in their hospitals for over 40 years. And other people in other countries. It only has been in the United States for a very short time, and we have one of the devices. Now, it's not cheap, but it's affordable. And that's what I'm saying. The American people are more worried about their freaking wallet than their own health. And then when it's time, when they do contract a disease or a medical issue, and they come to people like us to help them reverse it, why wait so long? Why not prevent it first? That's why the Japanese are so healthy. They know how to prevent things, okay? But anyway, guys, I'm going to give you a little bit of science here. So you guys know that now they're talking about the coronavirus. Listen to them closely on the news when the doctors are there. And they're going to bring up inflammation. And that's the root cause, is your body is so inflamed or so acidic, it's causing inflammation. But now, guys, I'm telling you that there is a molecule that's in hydrogen-rich water. It's known as molecular hydrogen H2. This is a therapeutic molecule. This is nothing new. It's been around for a long time. There's tons of scientific case studies. I have a few here that I'll show you. Now, this water, because it is structured in a certain way, and because the molecule is known by science as being the smallest molecule on this planet, okay? So it's an antioxidant. Molecular hydrogen H2 is an antioxidant, which means it's anti-inflammatory, okay? So let me give you an idea here. First of all, let's Google what is molecular hydrogen H2, which is known as the smallest molecule on the planet, which is a very, very strong antioxidant. What does Google say? Molecular hydrogen H2 can be used as a gas or inerted into water. It can act as an antioxidant and is thought to protect cells from oxidative stress related damage, which is causing inflammation. Hydrogen can be inhaled as a gas or can be infused in water. I have a device that's an ionized electrolysis device that infuses molecular hydrogen H2 into the water. This is what they're talking about, okay? This is a 2018. This was done in 2018. Molecular hydrogen H2 is a naturally occurring molecule, naturally occurring. It's not chemical. It's not a chemical. It was not man-made. It's a natural occurring molecule constructed of two hydrogen atoms. Being the smallest molecule allows H2 to spread throughout the human body cell and tissues. February 2018. Hydrogen in water promotes or is the health benefits such as functioning as an antioxidant, reducing inflammation, reducing the risk of metabolic syndrome, providing neuroprotection for various diseases, and reducing the side effects associated with cancer radiation treatment. It's all on research. I don't understand it. I mean, why are the health professionals and why aren't doctors, especially oncologists, why aren't they talking more about this? I mean, is it just us? We're concerned about it? I am concerned about it because I've been there. My family, I'm concerned that my family will stay. I mean, they need to boost their immune system to fight all the diseases. Our family has a better chance to survive in this toxic world because we've been drinking hydrogen-rich water now for over 9 years now. Okay? Okay, so here's the scientific research that talks about since the 2007 discovery of molecular hydrogen H2 has a selective antioxidant properties, multiple studies have shown that H2 has beneficial effects on human diseases because of the ability of flushing out inflammation in the body. That's on one of the science sites, which is known as NCBI, which is like a PubMed. Okay. Here's another one. Google the definition. Here I Googled the definition of molecular hydrogen H2, which is known by a lot of us as hydrogen-rich water, as an anti-inflammatory. Hydrogen H2 occurs safely in the air with concentration and can be used as an inert gas at the body temperature. H2 selectively quenches or as goes. It actually, what it does, it neutralizes reactive oxygen, free radicals. That's what it does. Hydrogen H2 what it does, it flushes, or what's the word I'm trying to say? I kind of got a brain fart here. I get so excited that I forget. It actually neutralizes. That's what I'm trying to say. It's going to neutralizes the free radicals that you're consuming on a daily basis. The simplest, fastest way, guys, to flush out inflammation and to neutralize what's causing the inflammation is by drinking hydrogen-rich water. It's telling us right here. I mean, how can any medical professional deny this? They can't. It's impossible because there's too much research on it. Here's another PubMed. Here's molecular hydrogen. This is new for the United States, not new for other countries, because the health professionals, guys, here in the United States, they don't want you to know about this. Well, why is that? Because it works. It works. It'll take money out of their pockets. So why would they want you to know about this? And nobody's talking about this, which is irritating. Why aren't more health professionals talking about water and how important hydration is? We have an issue here in the United States. It's called chronic dehydration. I told you before, chronic dehydration is the root cause to all diseases, guys. All right, so molecular hydrogen, a new antioxidant and an anti-inflammatory therapy for many related diseases. That's in PubMed. Here's another one. Recent progress toward hydrogen medicine, potential of molecular hydrogen to preventative and therapeutic applications for many disease models, including the ability to flush out inflammation. That's also in a PubMed article. These are real case studies that I have put in a file as one of my ammunition if I need to use it when I come up against a medical professional or a doctor or somebody who's just doesn't know how to do research or just wants to cause issues. I throw this at them and say, hey, here you go. Read it yourself. And if it doesn't make sense, oh well, good luck. Keep doing whatever you're doing because eventually something's going to happen. Here's a PDF book. Hydrogen. Okay, this book was written is called Molecular Biology and Medicine, which is about anti-inflammatory. How molecular hydrogen H2, helps to flush it out. Here's another book. Here's another publication. And like I said, this is just a few of them, but anti-inflammatory properties of molecular hydrogen reduces liver inflammation or a fatty liver. They now have an actual case study that was done in 2019 that showed that hydrogen-rich water is going to reverse a fatty liver. They're saying the simplest and fastest way to do it is with the hydrogen-rich water that has that very therapeutic molecule. The research is also showing that this is what I do with my type 2 diabetics. In the last few years, Emily and I have we specializing in reversing type 2 diabetes. We follow the protocols that Dr. Jason Fung has been doing for decades on his patients. We do the exact same thing as he does. I go a little further with hydrogen-rich water, but now science is saying that hydrogen-rich water is going to help reverse type 2 diabetes. And why is that? Because it flushes out inflammation. One more. I'll give you one more. This was done in 2019. I'm going to post these on this. I'm going to put this video in YouTube, so I'll post these researches on that so you can see for yourself. But this was done in 2019, just one of them. And it says hydrogen reverses inflammation, which helps the treatment in cancer therapy. I mean, that's in PubMed also. Okay, so there's if you were to look it up in Google Scholar and look up molecular hydrogen H2 and cancer, cancer treatment, you'll see research showing the benefits it has on that. I mean, there's doctors right now that are actually using the water. They're using primal eating or ketogenic diet, combining it with intermittent fasting, and they're shrinking brain tumors with this. Because most of us, I guess not, few of us know by our own research that, and by doctors that are now coming out and teaching other doctors, that cancer can't live on fat. So by depleting your liver of all of carbohydrates, which means you're going to go on a low-carb diet and a high-fat diet, cancer can't live on fat. It lives off sugar. Well, if you eliminate the amount of bad carbs you're taking in, or eliminate the carbs that you're taking into your body, and keep it to enough where you go into a state of autophagy, it will reverse cancer. That's what Dr. Thomas Seinfeld from Boston College is doing now. Okay, so there's a lot of good research out there. Now let's get back to the water. Now I'm going to show you guys something real quick. I'm going to try to get done here as quickly as I can. I want you to look at this chart here. See this chart? See that sad face here? Do you see that? Do you see this happy face here? Okay, this is an international chart, guys. This is you can Google this. It's a pH chart, and it tells you if you test water that is here, it's acidic to the body. Okay, if you test water here and it shows these colors, it's healthy. It will help it's designed to flush inflammation and make your body. When your body is more of an alkaline environment, your immune system is going to be boosted. If you're drinking water that's in this section here, you're causing inflammation. Okay? So now what I'm going to do here is I got a bottle of water here. You guys recognize this, right? This is Aquafina. See that? Okay, a lot of you are drinking this water. Now remember, I'm going to say it again. If you're in this bracket right here, you're causing inflammation of the body. Okay? So I'm going to put some of this, whoops, you know what? I forgot my tester. I'm going to go get my tester real quick here. Live Facebook. That's one thing about live Facebook. When you're not prepared and you got to leave. But anyway, I had to get my drops here. And I'll explain what these are. I first need a cup of coffee though. I'm on a 20-hour, Emily and I do 20-hour fastings every single day. That's just our protocol. So our first meal is, what time is it? 2 o'clock. So I'm due for my first meal of the day at 2. We try to stop eating at 6. So we do a 20, so we're not eating any calories for 20 hours. That's how we're as seniors producing more growth hormones and muscle building hormones to help reverse aging. Now, I'm not going to reverse aging to a point where I'm back to where I was young again. I mean, 20 years old. But at least I'm going to be healthy. With the life I have left, we're going to be very, very healthy and enjoy our family. I got to have my coffee. Okay, so what I'm going to do here, guys, this is a chemical that is designed to detect chemicals or acidity in water. Kind of like your pool guys use to check the chemicals in the water. Well, I'm checking the acidity of water and the contaminants, because if the water you're drinking is contaminant, this is going to show it. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to do it one more time. See this? The sad face. You don't want to be drinking water. Okay, so I'm going to take the water here, Aquafina, and I'm going to go ahead and put it in here. Okay, and I'm going to take my drops. I'm going to drop it in there. Let's see what color it comes out to. Now remember, guys, if you're drinking bottled water, science is already telling. I've sent video. You can go to my YouTube channel. I've posted media. I've posted scientists that are saying that most all bottled water now has plastic particles in it. All bottled water. Doesn't matter where you buy it at. If it says alkaline, it's contaminated. If it says the healthiest water on the planet, it's in a plastic bottle, it's contaminated. Doesn't matter what color it comes out. If it's in a plastic bottle, it's contaminated and is causing issues and causing inflammation at the cellular level. Okay? I want you to watch what I do here. Let's see what color it comes out. Okay? Now, is this a happy face or is this a sad face? You see what I'm saying, guys? You know, it says on here, right there, it says purified water, purified drinking water. Guys, they're duping you. I mean, this is a lie. This water is acidic. It's causing inflammation. What did I just say about inflammation in the coronavirus? Why are people dying from it? Why are these kids, they're talking about inflammation more and more about this. So why are you drinking this stuff? It's acidic, guys. So now, let's take my hydrogen-rich water that I'm drinking, which I have in this fancy restaurant bottle. And let's see, okay, so if I'm drinking this every day, and I'm supposed to be drinking you're supposed to be drinking a gallon a day, okay? So if you're drinking a gallon of this water a day, your body does not have a chance. Your immune system has no chance at all to combat diseases and viruses, because it's dealing with toxic chemicals in the body. It's trying to get rid of those, and it can't just keep up, okay? Your immune system is getting more and more depressed, okay? So let's pour some of my hydrogen-rich water that is known by science. I just gave you all the science on it. It's known by science to flush out inflammation on a daily basis. So every time I drink a glass of this, I drink about 1.5 gallons a day. Every time I drink a glass of this, it's flushing out the inflammation in my cells at the cellular level, out of my body, out of my organs. You get it? Every day. I'm not going to get away from the environmental toxins. I'm consuming inflammation or free radicals that are causing inflammation every single day. I'm consuming it. And so how am I going to flush it out every single day? I have to have water that's able to do that has a therapeutic property known as molecular hydrogen H2, and which is known by science as the strongest antioxidant on the planet and is the smallest molecule on the planet. And I'm going to show you what happens and why it's able to flush out the inflammation. But let's test this first, okay? So let's see what this comes out to. Wow, look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Okay, on there, it looks like it's, well, you can see the purple. See how purple that is? It's deep. That means it's alkaline. Now, is this a smiley face or is this a sad face? I'm way over here. So if I'm drinking water that has molecular hydrogen H2, which has got a dark purple to it, like it shows, then I'm turning my body into an alkaline environment at the cellular level, and I am boosting my immune system up because I'm building the antioxidants that's in this water is the food to help my gut and my immune system to get stronger. So doesn't it make sense that with all that's going on today, why in the world are you still drinking this crap? Why in the world are you still drinking tap water? Why are you going to the store and filling up 5-gallon containers of that crappy, all that is filtered city water, and now they're making, they're reusing city water, which is dangerous, okay? How does that make sense? So what happened, guys, is why is hydrogen-rich water able to flush out inflammation so quickly? Well, pretty simple. In 2003, two researchers discovered that every cell has water channels. That's how the water is getting into the cells and flushing out, bringing the nutrients and flushing all the crap that you've built up in your cells. Well, what they found out that these molecules are structured, have to be structured in a certain way. So look what I have here. I have a chart here. Okay? These are clusters of water molecules. These are this water here. Okay? This is in clusters like this. Okay? This is the water channel here. Okay? Now, this water has a negative charge to it. That's what it has. That's what gives it the antioxidant. That's what gives it the therapeutic property. So if I used a wand that detects electrical charge, it will show up as a negative. If I put that same wand in this water here, it'll be a positive, meaning it's acidic. I mean, there's no antioxidant, period. Okay? But these two researchers won a Nobel Prize because they found that there's water channels. But look at that. I mean, closely. Look at how it's structured to get in there. Look at how it's structured when you're drinking tap water and bottled water. How in the heck can that get in there? It can't, okay? Here's another picture. This just shows this is a cell, okay? These are antioxidants. These are molecular hydrogen H2. This is a water molecule. See how it can't get in there. It doesn't work. But if you drink this every day, you're going to flush out the inflammation in your cells at the cellular level that's causing underlying diseases. Preventative. Japanese are the healthiest people in the world if they're not civilized in Western civilization in the city. The ones out in the rural are the healthiest people in the world because what are they doing? Their bodies are more alkaline, and they're drinking water. And why are these people lining up at Lourdes, France, to get this magic water in Lourdes, France? I mean, God, you can check it yourself. I'm spinning all over the place because I'm getting so excited. Sorry about that. But anyway, guys, you know what? I just had to get on here because people are just not getting it here in the United States yet. They're letting their wallet determine their health. And yes, the machines aren't cheap, but they are affordable. I mean, I was broke when I got my first machine, but I had a medical issue, a very dangerous one. I had no choice. There's countries in this world, there's countries right now that are jumping all over these ionized electrolysis devices, and these people are poor, and they're finding ways to buy the machines. The Philippines and Taiwan, all over the world, these people are seeing the benefits of what it's doing to them and their friends, and they're buying these machines like crazy. They're selling thousands of them every month. But yet here in the United States, we let our wallets get in the way of our health, and eventually, guys, somebody in your family is going to end up getting something. You know, why not prevent it right now? Now, I'm not saying hydrogen-rich water is the key to everything. No, I'm not saying that. But if you combine the hydrogen-rich water, change the way you're eating, change the time you're eating, that even science is saying the same thing. You guys have seen my videos on primal eating and combining it with intermittent fasting. You've seen my videos on autophagy and how to build and boost your immune system and get a healthy gut. You put all three of these together, diseases don't have a chance. Viruses don't have a chance at all. Okay? So guys, I hope you saw some value in this. Those of you that aren't on my YouTube channel, go to Bill Mabry. All you have to do is type in Bill Mabry, subscribe to it, hit that bell. Go to my Facebook. I've got a Weight Loss Made Easy Solution Facebook group page. Go there because I have downloads, and I actually have some free fat burning recipes there. I'm going to post a new one this week. It's an awesome one, and it's stuffed, what's it called? Stuffed spaghetti squash. It's keto. It's keto or primal friendly. It's very low carb, good amount of protein, and really good good fat in it. And I'm going to post that recipe this week. So guys, hope you have a great Monday. Hope you saw some value in this. Now we do share the water for free with somebody in the area for a couple weeks so they can try it themselves. But if you want more information, just message me and I'll send you some more info on it, or I can send you how you can get your own more information on the ionized electrolysis devices for your own family. Okay, guys? So you guys have a great day today, and we'll see you guys at the next video. Bye.